You're either nostalgia blind or you're a new gen. These deflections have always been around in the Fortnite community, and I heard these deflections the most last chapter. Chapter 5 in general was a jarring experience, and instead of expanding on ideas from chapters 3 and 4, the game decided to be its own thing with half-baked shitty ideas. So naturally, players eventually would be tired of chapter 5's gameplay, and the crave for OG would be amped up to unprecedented levels. So during the worst season of all time, Epic Games decided to add the best thing ever made to Fortnite.
It's beautiful!
I remember this like it was yesterday. Fortnite posted a small teaser which appeared to show the Fortnite OG map with like 80,000 rifts in the sky, and they immediately took it down. People were losing their shit. Like, what is this? Is it an OG mode where it's chapter 1 and 2 combined? Is it an LTM? Why are there 80,000 rifts in the sky? My question isn't answered. Then they posted this shit. New map, new mode. And then they revealed the POIs. You obviously had the big three, Pleasant Park, Tilted Towers, and Retail Row. Then everyone noticed that there was a new POI called Sandy Sheets as well as Lil Loot Lake. Lil Loot Lake.
Who the fuck are you?
Are they trolling? Then they just posted the actual trailer, and it comes out tomorrow? They just nonchalantly launched a new mode out of nowhere. Now I'll be honest, the trailers weren't that clear on how the mode actually works. One trailer just showed people respawning and some guy yelling reload. And the other trailer had Kyson at McDonald's Burger and Sketch Bumblebee. Like, this doesn't tell us shit. Nonetheless, people were excited, rightfully so. And some people thought Roblox was better, I guess. With details about the mode's intricacies later being explained, as well as the supporting loot pool, the mode dropped.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. I prayed for times like this. I'm not explaining how it works because you already know, but this mode didn't feel like an LTM. It didn't feel like the other metaverse modes. This felt like its own thing. The reception it got was very positive too. The stark difference between these bright colors and having a blast with these diverse weapons, in contrast with this diarrhea-ass map with the worst gameplay loop ever made Reload stand out even more since this mode acts as a way of escapism. I actually remember some people shitting on this, like, people are actually excited about this? We just had Season OG. People called this mode too sweaty, even though the main objective in Fortnite is to come out on top because it's a battle royale. There were problems at first, like putting the lever shotgun and the modern revolver in the loot pool, and the fact that it was only squads, which kinda sucked because if your friends weren't on and had to play with randoms, it was a coin flip of either getting a squad that was kinda competent, or getting a squad of actual bullshit, like people that don't land with you and die off spawn, or they would just leave the game immediately. Oh, and half my team left. Okay, nice. There's reports of this game mode being made under a month, specifically right before Wrecked came out, which raised eyebrows, including mine, and led us to believe that Fortnite knew the season was going to be shit, so they gave us a grounded game mode so they can keep doing whatever they wanted with Wrecked. A lot of people argued against that theory by saying it was being developed earlier, like around Season OG, but the stars aligned more with the 1 month scenario. Even then, people still coped and said it was just a coincidence. Can you really say with full confidence that Fortnite coincidentally chose this season to release Reload with no ulterior reasoning?
Did you know? Yes.
Duos would come shortly after, and the game would get a few loot pool changes. One of the reasons why the player base felt invested outside the gameplay is the amount of potential this mode has, which weapons to involve, what kind of maps they can do. Eventually, the chaotic Oasis map would be added alongside the long-awaited Solos mode. This cemented the idea that Fortnite plans on giving Reload a bright future. It's actually really impressive how the mode put up good numbers despite having the same launch map for months and decently spaced out updates. It developed an audience that just wants grounded gunplay and doesn't care about how much content there is. We need more content.
Steady flow of content.
A buzzword phrase that I've heard for a while when people want to justify garbage in a loot pool is that Fortnite needs to spice up the gameplay and they need to change the meta. I agree, but Fortnite Reload does the same thing but better. Just recently, the very popular Mammoth pistol packed its bags and left.
I won't forget you, buddy.
This literally has a hand in changing the meta. The meta change, or spice that people refer to in Reload, involves switching from one set of guns to another set of guns. You replace variety with different variety, instead of replacing variety with the must-have item. And I'll admit it's a little unfair to compare Reload and BR when it comes to this. Reload's main identity is bringing back old guns from the vault. In Chapter 6, we need to make brand new guns, but Chapter 6 can still unvault shit, and they've been doing that, but the problem is that the guns they unvault are either outclassed by pre-existing Chapter 6 guns, or they're just too situational. During Absolute Doom, I played trios with my friend who's in the military and his wife. They play Fortnite maybe once a season since they're not chronically online like myself, so I thought, hey, let's play BR. There's cool Marvel shit right now. They can get easy kills with the shield and the auto turret. I figured since they're ultra casuals, they'd gravitate towards that. We died pretty fast because we didn't have jetpacks, so I suggested reload. It was challenging, but the odds weren't in anyone's favor because there were no gimmick items. After we lost, they told me, hey, let's run that again, I like that mode more. And I had never felt such a large amount of secondhand embarrassment for Fortnite. They can add all the shit they want in BR. They can keep key jangling, but reload just feels better than BR. The amount of shit you can pull off in reload is insane. While reload feels better, it doesn't mean that it's perfect. My problems with reload are actually very minimal. I'll be honest, when it comes to red dot sights, I feel like either all the assault rifles need to have them, or none of them need to have them. The hammer AR, despite being very good, simply cannot stand a chance in terms of accuracy and precision as the AUG. And that's not even mentioning the lower tier ARs like the Havoc and Ranger. Go all in, or don't have any at all for red dot sight ARs. During Absolute Doom, Fortnite added the ranked mode to reload. Holy shit, this is awesome. So this is what it feels like to be in an FNCS. Cool. With this update, we got bots in reload. I don't fucking understand any reasoning for this. Not to mention that there has been multiple occasions where the game code gets bugged and unironically fills your entire lobby with bots. That's not even hyperbole, like full bot lobbies. I think the bots in reload are tuned down a lot now. For a while it was a huge problem, but I still think the mode just doesn't need any at all. Elephant in the room. Siphon. I think Siphon needs to be in solos. I have said this before. I know there's arguments against it saying how it would make the games longer and drag out. I could see that for squads maybe, since you can just keep farming health off of one shitty player every time he comes back, but reboots eventually turn off. Same with solos on top of only having 3 lives. I like the bonus overshield feature and that people drop minis, but I feel like they're just going so much out of their way to not just put Siphon in. Like they're just making shit harder for themselves. Put Siphon in, I want my goddamn Siphon.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
Aside from that, that's really where my problems end with reload. I wouldn't say that Chapter 6 is bad since the chapter just started, but I'm just not the target audience for Battle Royale anymore. Yes, there are things that I disagree with when it comes to reload. Like, why are they putting the explosive rifle and the sticky grenade launcher in this shit? Fortnite, I thought you learned. As a casual who has a competitive mindset, why would I want to play Battle Royale ranked if the loot pool's exactly the same as pubs with no competitive difference, when I could just play reload pubs because the loot pool's closer to a competitive game mode? Why would I want to walk around this large ass map trying to find people when I could just get action almost every minute in reload? They unintentionally made a mode that has just as good qualities, if not more good qualities, than the standard Battle Royale playlist. And I love it. I don't like Fortnite Reload. You understand? I love Fortnite Reload. I love Fortnite Reload. This mode saved Chapter 5's player base. Big emphasis on player base. The gameplay was doomed to the point of no return. But regardless if you think that this mode's too sweaty, it's too basic, whatever you may think, I think people should thank this mode for coming in and giving us a great experience. Aw, come here Fortnite Reload, I love you. What's that, Fortnite Reload? You want everyone watching to use code layo1 in the Fortnite item shop? Well shit, that's kinda based. You want everyone to have a wholesome day and to fly away today? You heard the man, have a wholesome day and fly away today.